Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick-a pile for you guys today. And today we are asking the question, what is the future of this connection? So, this is going to be a love reading. It's going to be romantic related. So we're asking, just where is this going? It's like the talk you have in a relationship. Where is this going? Where is this leading up to? So that's kind of what we're looking into here. This could be someone that you're actually currently involved with. Maybe you guys have had separation and maybe you're not speaking right now. Maybe this is someone that you haven't really had anything to do with and they could be just a crush. You could be married to this person. So it doesn't matter like what the current connection is. We're just going to look at what the future possibility could be with this person. So we have 4 different Twilight, Breaking Dawn slap bracelets to choose from. I know, totally corny, totally cheesy, but totally me. So yeah, these are like little Twilight slap bracelets. See, they do that whole thing. But just a heads up, as you are choosing which group that you want to go with, choose the group that really resonates with you. Don't go with the one that you would automatically pick as like your favorite, I guess you could say. Pick what really resonates with you. So pile 1 is the Irish Coven. Pile 2 is the Denali Cullen, or Denali Cullen. The Cullen clan is next. The Denali Coven. The Cullen Coven, well, there's a tongue twister. Say that like 6 times in a row. The Cullen Coven is pile number 3. And the Egyptian Coven is pile number 4. Now, like I said, don't just automatically pick which one is your favorite. I don't want everyone to just rush to the Cullens because I feel like that's going to be the knee-jerk reaction. But go with what really resonates with you. Like, for example, maybe you are of Irish descent. Maybe you have Irish heritage in your blood. Maybe this one will be a good one for you. Maybe you have some ties to Alaska, where Denali is. So this one might be good for you. For Egyptians, if the whole starseed thing resonates with you, the Syrians actually went down to Egypt. So maybe this would be a good choice for you if you have some of that Syrian starseed knowledge dealing with yourself. So, really go with what resonates, not necessarily what your favorite is. Of course, if the Cullen clan does actually resonate for you, by all means, go for them. They're there for a reason. But yeah, those are our 4 choices. I know it's all Twilight related. And if you don't care about Twilight, then that's fine. You don't have to pick any of them, I guess. You can click off this video. But even if you don't like Twilight, and you don't know anything about it, just, pick whatever stands out to you and resonates with you, because that could still be there whether you're familiar with Twilight or not. So anyway, timestamps are down below. We're going to get started with the Irish Coven in pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the Irish Coven as your group, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what the future of your connection is with the person you have in mind right now. So let's break it down. Okay, we're going to start off here with Amira's Love Oracle, and your cards say freedom and family. Okay, moving right along, we have Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, and you have You Excite Me in Ways I Never Knew Existed, Pleasure, and Attraction. I'm drawn to you uncontrollably. And also from Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we've got Dreams. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so afraid to tell you, fear. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have apple pie, trust, integrity, and comfort, and mango, attraction, intrigue, sensuality. From Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion at least, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. So, Jesus would like you to know, whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother, my sister, and my mother. Matthew 12:50. And from Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we've got, I would be honored to meet you. I want to make love to you. I have responsibilities. All right. And finally, our last card here is actually like my own little deck that I kind of channeled myself. And it's a bunch of different songs. So this would be like the song that your person would dedicate to you. If you were to turn on the radio, this is what they would say. So considering we're asking about the future, this would be like what song they would dedicate to you in the future. Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake. Okay. So here's what I see is going on with you guys. Future of your connection. Number one, first and foremost, right away, there is a lot of attraction between you guys. Because, you know, we have attraction, I'm drawn to you uncontrollably. We have the mango here, which also says attraction, intrigue, sensuality. You know, we have you excite me in ways I never knew existed, pleasure. So yeah, there's a lot of sensuality between you guys. There's a lot of sexual energy between you guys. Like there's a really strong sexual connection, that's for sure. I don't think it's all, you know, just based upon sex. I do think that it's much more than just skin deep. But, you know, maybe you both have a high sex drive or something, or at least have a high sex drive when it comes to one another. But that passion, that heat for one another is definitely very present. It's very much so there. So that's something that's going to continue to carry on into the future. However, there is a little bit of fear going on. I think it's interesting how these two cards came out together. I'm so afraid to tell you, fear, and dreams. I'm so proud of you. And when I saw these two come out together, like they literally kind of link up together to me. It's almost like this person is basically saying that they are afraid to tell you that they're proud of you. So I don't know exactly what the disconnect is here. You know, maybe you guys are both interested in one another and like you guys haven't officially actually been together, or maybe you guys have both just been crushing on one another and maybe they're just as unsure on how to approach you as you are them, which is why maybe they're so afraid to tell you that, you know, they're proud of you and they think you're amazing and beautiful and that you're their dream come true. And stuff like that. That could be one possibility. Or if you guys, you know, have had a more extensive history where it's been more that's happened than just a crush kind of situation. You know, obviously there was something that went wrong, something that kind of veered off the road. Like you guys were traveling in your little relationship car all nice and happy, and then it's like somewhere along the line a flat tire hit, something like that. You guys hit a nail on the road or whatever, and it definitely kind of disrupted the peace, and some kind of trust was lost. Because if the trust was there, there would be no reason for there to be any fear, especially not to share something that's so positive and so good. So maybe you guys aren't speaking right now, and maybe they're kind of watching you from the distance, and they're seeing what you're doing. They see you rising and getting further along in your career, and enjoying time with your friends and your family and stuff. And they're just really proud of you for living your best life. So I definitely feel like there's been a disruption somewhere in there dealing with trust. Because, it's interesting. We have Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake, which we all know is not exactly like the happiest of songs. This was the song that Justin Timberlake wrote about Britney Spears when, she allegedly cheated on him and all this other stuff. So this isn't like a happy song. It's a song about where there's been lack of trust. But we also have apple pie coming through here, which is trust, integrity, and comfort. So I believe whatever trust was broken with this song, because I feel like this song may actually be more the current energy. I don't think this is future energy, because this person wants to tell you that they're proud of you. There's all this attraction that's going on here that's very, very strong. You guys are like two magnets that are just drawn to one another. So considering all of that good stuff is going on right now, I feel like this may have been the past or the current energy where there's been some kind of issue that arose where there's been a lack of trust. And I do believe that trust will be rebuilt. And, the thing about trust is it's something that is earned. It's something that doesn't just happen overnight. You think about it like with kids, for example, you don't give a 6-year-old the keys to the car and say, oh yeah, you can run to the grocery store for me and, pick up the milk and the bread and the eggs. You don't say that to a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old can't drive. A 6-year-old doesn't have that level of responsibility. They don't have that level of trust yet. But, by the time they're 16, 17, a good 10 years down the road or whatever, they might be able to do that. That trust has to be developed. It doesn't mean that you don't love that 6-year-old any less than the 16-year-old, because, of course, you still love that child all the same, regardless of age. But there's, a certain level of trust that has to be developed. And I feel for you guys, the love is all the same. The love is still there. But whatever's happened, that trust needs to be rebuilt. That trust needs to be re-earned. And that's something that takes time. So if that's something that you've been impatient for, just kind of go through the process. It's better to go through the process of re-earning that between the two of you than try to rush through it hastily. Because if you try to rush through it, you're just going to be in denial, and you're both really still not going to be trusting one another. So just take your time in that. But yeah, this person is afraid to tell you that they're proud of you. That's for sure, regardless of what's been broken. And the attraction is very much so heavily there. But I do think for the future of your connection, you're going to find freedom. And I don't say that by meaning freedom from this person, but you're going to find freedom from whatever it was that broke the trust. Going back to you, JT. But yeah, you're going to find freedom from whatever it was that broke the trust, because the trust is going to be rebuilt once again, which is going to bring freedom to you guys. And as for family, when I see the family card, I see that as, in the future, you guys are going to have this. You guys are going to be able to have the family that you desire with one another. So, however that ideal situation looks for you, maybe you don't have any kids and you want to have kids, you both want to have kids, and, you're going to get started baby making and everything, and you're going to have a family. And maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you guys already have kids. Maybe you guys have grown kids. Maybe you're going to merge your families together, from like previous marriages or something. Maybe you guys don't have kids and you don't want any kids at all, and you're just going to build your lives together, just the two of you as a family. Or maybe have, pets, fur babies that are going to be your family. So whatever this ideal family situation looks for you, that's what you're going to have in the future with this person once the trust is rebuilt, and you will find freedom in that. But for now, it seems like they have their responsibilities. So, and I think part of their responsibilities is, a part of building up this trust. Whatever was broken, maybe there's a third party situation going on, and maybe a part of their responsibility is tying up loose ends and getting out of that so they can move forward and find freedom with you having a family. So, this person has their responsibilities. So if things are a little tricky right now, it's nothing personal. Obviously, whatever their responsibilities are things that are outside of you. But it seems they do want to meet up with you. I know it says, I would be honored to meet you, like implying you haven't met this person before, but considering we're asking about the future of your connection, like you obviously know who this person is already. So for me, I take this as, they would be honored to find a time to meet up with you, to find a time to sit down and talk and have a heart-to-heart and, hash out what has been broken. And like I said, you guys, this is a very sensual connection, a very strong sexual connection because they want to make love to you. The attraction, boom, boom, boom. The attraction here in this group is very strong. You guys are definitely super magnetic to one another. So, you guys probably have a very hot and spicy and a fiery life together in the bedroom. So, yeah, you guys are going to be okay in the future. I would definitely say just, kind of work out whatever the trust issues that have been there. Whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my brother and my sister and my mother. So, if you just keep on like working on what God wants you to work on, doing his will basically, then, he's going to be able to, take care of the rest with your relationships with this situation and everything. So you guys are going to be okay. It is definitely worth fighting for. And hopefully this person, does get beyond their fears to tell you that they are proud of you. And when I also see dreams, it also makes me think of how this person may actually be dreaming of you. You may be having dreams of them. So that could be a connection as well, if that resonates and makes sense for you. I'm also going to pull a few paper tags here from my little paper tag bowl and see if anything additional comes through to know about the future of your connection. Just maybe a couple keywords. Okay. We have 3. We have friends. So it's possible that you guys started out as friends, or like I said, in the instance of the situation where maybe this has just been a crush situation, maybe, like I said, nothing has completely come to full fruition between you guys yet, but you guys are friends, like crushing on each other. And if that's the case, at least in terms with the trust thing, because I know we talked about like broken trust a lot, there could even still be a lack of trust just in terms of the friendship part of it. Maybe because you guys aren't being fully authentic and fully truthful with one another about those feelings, about those emotions. There could be a lack of trust just in that way. It doesn't have to be like something extreme like, oh, someone cheated or someone abandoned somebody. The lack of trust could be something small too. But either way, I would say you guys are either currently friends and it's like the crush situation, or you guys probably started out as friends originally. So there's definitely a strong friendship here within the connection. And one or both of you could be a Scorpio. One or both of you could be a Sagittarius. We have theme park. So, you know, when I think of a theme park, I think of a roller coaster and like, you know, the ups and the downs, like the ups and the downs of life and everything. And, you know, you guys can do this. You guys can get through the ups and the downs. And it's like, instead of looking at that roller coaster as something terrifying and something scary, have fun with it. Enjoy the ride. You know, that's the whole point of when you go to a theme park. You just have fun. You enjoy the ride. So just change your mind frame on how you see that roller coaster. Well, look at this. We got family, and we got family here too. So family is really, really, really important here. Like I said, I really strongly feel that you guys are going to wind up creating a family together, whether it's like your typical nuclear kind of family or, you know, something a little bit more outside the box. Doesn't matter, but you guys are going to create that perfect family that's perfect for you. That's a part of the future of your connection. And winter, so we actually have a little bit of a time reference here. So maybe by the time you start seeing some of this trust coming back together, and, you know, maybe by the time this person is able to get beyond their fears to tell you that they're proud of you, and, you know, things are really able to heal and come back together, find your freedom together once again. It could be around winter time. So that's exciting, a nice little time reference there. Anyway, I hope this made sense to you guys and it resonated. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Give this video a big thumbs up. That would definitely help me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the Denali Coven, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what the future of your connection is going to be. Okay, we're going to get started with Amira's Love Oracle, and we have Blonde Female and Mature Woman. Okay. From Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we have You made me feel alive, thank you, joy. And I promise to make it all up to you, consistency. And from Journey of Love Union, also by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we've got I just want loyal companionship, completion, and reminded of you constantly, synchronicity. Your ice cream oracle cards say cookie dough, building, evolution, and development, and pistachio, emotional healing, independence, and responsibility. Your loving words from Jesus card, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, says, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Mark 11:24. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have, are you real? I want to spend my lifetime loving you. Oh, well, that's kind of funny. Her contact card fell in here. Well, you know what? Let me pull one extra card for you guys. That was kind of funny and unexpected. Okay, I didn't even realize that got mixed up in there. I guess I should take that card out, so when I'm shuffling, it's not an issue. So let me just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle here for a minute. Get you guys another card. Sorry about that. That was kind of funny. Well, maybe because her contact card came up, maybe that means this person's going to contact you soon. So maybe we can take it as that. That's pretty funny. Okay, we've got how wonderful life is with you in the world. Okay, that was pretty funny. All right. Put these cards to the side now and we can carry on. And finally, your music card, because I have a bunch of cards that I channeled, different songs, and this would basically be if you were to turn on the radio and they were to dedicate a song to you, this would be the song that they would dedicate. And since we are going for future of the connection, this would be the song that they would dedicate to you in the future. The Heart Wants What It Wants by Selena Gomez. Okay, so first things first here, you guys. Chances are you are probably a older blonde. So that's number one. You may be an older blonde woman. So, maybe in your 50s or 60s, older, just like an older blonde woman. So that could be possible. Or if you are not an older blonde woman, if you're a man, for example, maybe the person you're asking about, maybe the person you're dealing with is an older blonde female. So that's pretty simple for those two. But anyways, so this person is definitely doing a lot of healing. Like the first thing that I see here with Pistachio is, at least currently, it seems like they're really going through a lot of emotional healing. They're taking responsibility for the issues that they've had in the past and that kind of thing, which is a really good thing, because by doing all of that, they are creating the building blocks, building, evolution, development. They are basically using the building blocks by healing to create a better life, to create a better future for the two of you together. So I feel like this person is probably, they're probably going through the awakening process, or they may already be awakened. So it's like, they know what they need to do. They know what they need to do in order to make things better, in order to make things right between the two of you. So they're without a doubt on the right track as of the moment. So they're healing, they're, using the right building blocks to make things healthy and whole and better between the two of you, because you make this person feel alive. You bring them so much joy. Like they're so incredibly grateful for you. So, that's beautiful. And as of right now, while they're in the process of healing, while they're in the process of getting their tools and building those blocks and everything else to create a better future, a new foundation for you guys, they're being reminded of you all the time. So, this is another reason why I say they could be going through the awakening process, or they already could be awakened, because they could be seeing a lot of like the number synchronicities, 777, 888, whatever, 1111. They could be seeing a lot of those. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be just in numbers. They could see a car go by that happens to be your car, or they could hear a song on the radio that reminds them of you, maybe a time that you guys had together. They could watch a movie, and maybe the movie, like the plot twists or whatever, like the plot line is all very similar to maybe the story of your guys' love story. So they're being reminded of you constantly, regardless of how this looks or what this looks like. They're being reminded of you a lot. And they're very thankful for you. So in going through this healing process, rebuilding kind of themselves from the inside out, the future for you guys is that they want to make it up to you. They want to be consistent. Maybe in the past, this person was very in and out. Maybe in the past, this person ghosted a lot. They left you unread a lot. They just, they wouldn't be consistent pretty much. But through their healing process right now, they are learning the wrongs of their ways, basically. They are learning where they have messed up. They are learning where they can rise up and be better. They're learning, where to find their true joy and where to find their true happiness, which is with you because you make them feel alive. You bring them joy. So they're learning a lot. And through all of this learning and healing and growing, they're going to be ready to make a promise to you, and they're going to make up all the ways that they've hurt you, all the ways that they've messed up, all the ways that they kind of ghosted and split and weren't there. They do want to make it up to you because at the end of the day, they want loyal companionship. They want completion, and whatever this happy ending basically looks like for you guys. It could be marriage. It could be just cohabitating. It could be traveling around the world together. It could be starting a family together. However it is that this looks for you guys, they definitely want like that loyal companionship, forever kind of love, forever kind of relationship, till death do us part kind of situation. So for the time being, they're healing. They're building up like a new foundation within themselves and to get ready for you guys. They're being reminded of you a lot. And the future is going to be them coming back to you with the promise to make up for everything and to start with this loyal new companionship. So they're definitely planning on coming back for sure. With the heart wants what it wants, it's funny because this song is beautiful, but it's kind of heartbreaking at the same time because it's like, Selena singing the song and, the heart wants what it wants, and sometimes what the heart wants, the heart can't have. And it's funny because with the previous pile, the song was more of like the current energy. And I think it's the same thing for you guys too, that the song is more the current energy, not necessarily what's going to be in the future. Not to say that they're not going to still want you in the future, because I'm positive they still will. They want this companionship with you. They want to make things up to you. So yeah, they still are going to want you in the future. But I think presently, the way that they're feeling is their heart does still want you right now. But it's kind of like a heartbroken, saddened kind of way that they're wanting you right now, because they feel that they can't have you right now, because they're doing all this healing and stuff, working on things. And they probably think that, they probably have you on a little bit of a pedestal. That's probably a little bit of the healing process that needs to go on here, because they do ask you, are you real? So they probably think that you're like this angel that just floated down from the heavens into their life. Maybe in their previous relationships, they weren't treated so well. Maybe they dealt with some narcissistic people. Maybe they were abused. Maybe they dealt with, people who had addictions and things like that. So, maybe you're just this very healthy and whole person, so they don't know how to handle that. So, you're kind of like this unbelievable thing that came into their life, which is why they say how wonderful life is with you in the world, because you're that like unreal to them. You're that unbelievable. You're like this angel. And they want to spend their lifetime loving you. So yeah, their lifetime loving you, full of companionship. So you guys are definitely going to be headed towards that in the future. You just kind of have to let this person do their thing with the healing, and they're going to come their way towards you. And as for the Jesus card, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. And I feel like this is a note for both of you guys, because, this person's feeling a little bit heartbroken with the heart wants what it wants. Like they want you, but they feel they can't have you kind of a thing. But they need to realize that whatsoever they desire, when they pray, when they believe, they can have that. So I feel like that's a note to them, but I feel like it's also a note to you, because you wouldn't be here looking at this reading right now if you weren't concerned about what the future was going to be with this person. So you both need to have a little bit of faith. You both need to pray. And when you pray, yes, go ahead and ask God, like, okay, let's say we're not even asking about a person. Let's say we're asking God for an ice cream sundae. Because, we've got ice cream cards here. Let's say we're praying and we're asking God for an ice cream sundae. We go to God and we're like, dear God, please give me an ice cream sundae. I'd really like an ice cream sundae. Okay, we've said our piece. We said that to God. Now, the next step from there is to trust and believe that God is going to deliver us that ice cream sundae. And from there, all you got to do is you could just keep saying to God, just keep thanking him and saying, thank you, God. Thank you that my ice cream sundae is on the way. Thank you for delivering my ice cream sundae. I can't wait to enjoy the delicious ice cream sundae that you are sending my way, God. So from there, just start thanking him. Just start thanking him, because the more you thank him for it, even though it's not like physically there yet, the more you thank him for it, the more it will physically appear. The more it will get there, in a sense, faster. It's kind of like the fast track, in a sense, to get it there. But yeah, that's a part of just simply having faith. Having faith is believing in what is unseen. It's believing in what has not happened yet. But that doesn't mean that it's not on its way. Like when a woman is pregnant with a baby, you know that she's pregnant with a baby just because you can't see the baby yet, but it's clearly there. It's inside of her. So, just think of yourself as being pregnant with this relationship. And you guys are going to definitely birth it out. So I'm going to pull a couple of extra paper tags here from my little paper tag bowl, just to see if we get any other keywords, any other messages to come through about the future of this connection before we wrap this up for this pile. And we have holidays. So maybe by the time this person does some of their healing and is ready to come to you and, start making up things to you and pursue that companionship with you, maybe it's going to be around the holidays. It's August right now, so that's like a few months from now. A lot can happen, a lot can change. A person can definitely grow and do a lot of healing during that time. So maybe you guys will come together during the holidays and cooking. And it's funny because thinking about that analogy with like the pregnant lady or praying for the ice cream or whatever, it's like cooking too, like let's say you're cooking something. Like, what are we cooking? I don't know. I prefer baking. Like, I would rather bake. Like, let's say we're baking cookies, right? You're baking cookies, you've got all your ingredients in the bowl and everything, you're mushing it all together, you're putting it on the cookie sheet to go into the oven and everything, but, it's not completely ready yet. You have to go through these steps of putting the ingredients together and putting it in the oven and then waiting for it to cook and bake and everything in the oven before it's like a full-blown cookie ready to eat, right? So, it's no different with this situation. Let them continue doing their healing. Let them continue to bake as the cookie that they are. And who knows, maybe by the holidays, you guys can do some cooking and holiday baking yourself. You guys also have family. So family is very important to you. You guys both may be very family-oriented people. Your families may be important to you. You may also wind up merging your families together and creating a family of your own. So I definitely see that happening. And winter, which is funny because, what were we just saying? Holidays. The holidays happen during the winter. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff happens right there around winter time. So, which is really funny because this winter tag came out for pile 1 too. So there may be a lot of stuff happening for people around the holidays, around winter time. Baby making. Wow. Well, that's interesting. I mean, especially if this is like a mature woman involved, even if you're like in your 40s or something, you know, maybe you're in your mid 40s, even your late 40s, you still may want to use some birth control if you don't want to have a baby because, well, there could be something going on there 9 months after the holidays. And days. Ooh, so this is interesting too. We have two different time references. We've got like the holiday season and winter, and we also have days. So what I'm thinking with days is I honestly feel it's more likely, like just realistically, you guys, it's more likely that this person will probably come forward like the holiday season, winter time. Maybe for a few of you, it could be days from now, but for the vast majority of you where it's not, and it's going to be like the holiday season, the winter time, I feel like in the next few days, you guys are probably going to just simply get confirmation on all of this. Like you'll probably just get extra confirmation that yes, they are healing. Yes, they do find joy with me. Yes, they are going to make it all up. Yes, they do want companionship with me. You're probably going to get extra confirmation on that somehow, some way. Even if it's not like directly from them, like direct contact from them, it could be like through a friend, a mutual friend, or a relative of theirs, or something like that. But either way, you're gonna get confirmation. You're gonna get an extra boost of confidence, basically, in this situation. Or maybe you will hear from this person in days. Like anything is possible. So, yeah. But that's pretty much what I see going on for you guys. Pile number 2. I hope that this made some sense. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know. Leave a comment for me down below. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of new videos when they are on their way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Cullen clan as your group, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what is the future of your connection with your person. Okay, so we're going to start things off here with Amira's Love Oracle, and we have dating and gossip. Moving on to Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we have anger. I'm so mad at myself. And destined. You've helped manifest my dreams coming true. Seems like we're in for a little bit of a roller coaster ride with this one. All right, Journey of Love Union. We have, which is also by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. We have I've Been Watching You, Jealousy, and Forgiveness. Forgive me. Please forgive me. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Fig, Abundance, Fertility, and Expansion, and Candy Loaded, Social Gatherings, Celebration, Special Events. From Loving Words from Jesus, because a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, at least in my opinion, we have Love one another as I have loved you. John 13:34. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have I Love Your Smile. I Know You Have Options, Why Me? And Do You Trust Me? And finally, This is a song, basically, that I have channeled. I have a bunch of songs that I wrote down on just, some blank cards. And this would be a song if you were to turn on the radio and you were to hear a radio dedication to you from your person. That would be the song right here. And, hopefully this is going to be of future preference because we are asking about your future with this person. So we have Week by SWV. All right. So you guys definitely have a lot of ups and downs going on in your group right now. Anyway, it seems like, you guys have had a lot of ups and downs. So I feel like there's just like a lot of eyes on you guys. I don't know how else to describe it, but I feel like it's almost like the best way I can describe it, you guys almost kind of remind me of like a celebrity couple, if that makes any kind of sense. Like if you think about celebrities, when they have their relationship out there in the open, exposed for the world to see and hear about and judge, everybody can have an opinion about it. Even if they're completely wrong, even if they're not like there in their bedroom to know what goes on, people make judgments based upon that stuff. And I feel like that's kind of how you guys are. Like you guys have a lot of people who are watching you and observing you. Like you guys are celebrities or something like that. It's a really weird feeling that's coming through with that right now. So it could be just, friends, it could be family, it could be people that you guys work with, maybe you guys have met each other through work, so maybe it's like coworkers or something. But there are definitely people watching you because, we have gossip, number one, and we have dating. So I definitely feel like, it's you and your person who either have been dating already or you're going to be dating in the future, and there's going to be people who are going to be talking about it. Like, not that it is going to be scandalous, but I feel like some people are going to feel like it's scandalous for some weird reason, or they're not necessarily going to be happy about it. They're not going to be thrilled about it. Maybe you or this person could have other people who are interested in you guys, and maybe it's those people who are not going to be happy about it, and they're going to be like being shady, talking about you guys behind your backs or whatever. So, I feel like you two dating in the future, it's going to make people talk. And unfortunately, not all the talk is going to be for the best, but I don't think it's because there's anything necessarily wrong with you two, but when people gossip, it's more so about them. It's more so about the fact that there's something wrong with them if they feel like they have to go and they have to talk badly about somebody else. They're obviously bored in their own lives and, they don't have their own thing going on that they feel like they even need to go there and sink to that level and do that. But yeah, it's definitely going to stir up some kind of ruckus. Now, part of the reason why all this gossip could be there could be based upon your history, because there's definitely some intense stuff from your history here, because we have, I'm so mad at myself, please forgive me, and I've been watching you. So something tells me that there was some kind of falling out between you guys, some drama happened, something went wrong, something went bad. The feeling that I'm getting is most likely this person did something to hurt you, because we have forgiveness, please forgive me. So it seems like this person did something to hurt you, whether it would be they ghosted, they left you unread, they did something as bad as maybe even cheating, maybe they got a third party involved. Something went down that was just icky and not good and really hurt you to the core. So they're going to want forgiveness from you in the future, that's for sure. And they want forgiveness because they're mad at themselves. Like they know that whatever they did to hurt you, they know it was wrong. They know they shouldn't have done that. They know they should have stepped up, manned up, whatever the case may be, not tried to juggle you and someone else, been more respectful, or, simply like been decent and responded to you. Like if you were there for them and you were supportive to them and they just kind of gave you the cold shoulder or something like that, now they're kind of kicking themselves for that, and they're like, well, gee, I shouldn't have done that. Like I should have just, accepted the gift of their warmth and their vulnerability and their support rather than just, throw it away haphazardly. So they're mad at themselves for that, definitely, and they want forgiveness. And since that's all fallen apart, they've been watching you. So, whether it's like actually physically watching you, like maybe you guys, like I said, maybe you guys work together or something like that, and maybe they watch like what you're doing when you guys are on the job, or even if it's not anything like that where you guys are physically near each other, especially in these times with, the coronavirus and everything, like no one is near each other. So a lot of this could be online as well. They could be watching you on social media. We do have a couple kissing here in the person's eye. So, maybe you moved on and maybe you're with somebody else, and because of that, they're jealous. There could be some third party stuff going on either side, on either yours or theirs. Doesn't necessarily have to be. If there's not a third party situation, they're simply watching you and, feeling badly because, they want to be a part of your life. They feel mad at themselves. They want forgiveness. And it's like they've kind of put themselves out there in the cold. But they're definitely watching you on like social media and that kind of thing. So I definitely get the feeling from you guys in the past that there was this tumultuous kind of up and down and inside out dramatic kind of thing, and with you guys coming back together to date again in the future, it's going to stir things up. People are going to talk. That may not necessarily be an easy thing to deal with. And that's another thing that I also pick up on with I've been watching you. This doesn't even necessarily have to be you or your person. It could also be those people around you, because people are going to be gossiping because they're watching. They're watching you guys, which is just, like I said, it's really weird. It's like you guys are like this celebrity couple or something, and people are watching you. I don't know why. It's really, really weird. But you have helped this person manifest their dreams coming true. This person does feel that you are their destiny, despite all the drama, despite them screwing up, despite them wanting your forgiveness, despite other people watching and talking behind your guys' back about your own personal business, which is none of their business anyway. But despite all of that drama going on, which who knows, some of this gossipy drama, people watching you and everything, could be some of the stuff that spurred on some of the things that went wrong with, whatever happened, how this person hurt you, or, now that they want your forgiveness and everything. Like maybe this person was so wrapped up in other people watching you guys and gossiping about you guys that like they broke up with you, they left you, maybe they backstabbed you over what other people were saying. Maybe they bought other people's lies about you and that kind of thing, that they trusted other people over you. Could be a multitude of different things, but you guys really got to shut out whatever this gossip stuff is. Whoever these people are, they are definitely toxic, and you need to just like not give them access anymore. Shut that down. If you're a celebrity, put that publicist out there to put that to rest. Have those people leave you alone. Leave Britney alone. So yeah, definitely. But despite all of that, this person does feel that you are their destiny, that you guys are supposed to be together. And, this is why I'm really getting that strong feeling. And that's why it's like, some people could pick it up as like a third party thing, but I definitely feel it as like people are watching you kind of a thing, because we also have social gatherings, celebrations, special events. And right now in 2020, we're not really having any major special events. or celebrations or social gatherings because everyone is busy social distancing. So when I see this card in conjunction to everything else that's going on here, I see like the social gatherings as like, once again, it's like these people that are just like gossiping and watching, like they're socially gathering, whether it's like on social media or something else, like they're socially gathering together to watch you guys and to gossip about you guys. And that's not good. Like I said, I don't know why. I don't know what the big reason is behind that, but it's definitely really strange. So that's why I definitely think for some of you guys, it could be like an inner office relationship that, you know, maybe is taboo and maybe shouldn't have happened. You know, maybe someone left a spouse for the other person or something like that. Like there was something that set people off to want to have their eyes on you. Don't know what it is. Or maybe nothing major happened at all, and maybe people are just simply jealous. You know, you also have a lot of people out there who are miserable and unhappy in their own lives, and maybe you guys unfortunately are just surrounded by some very sad people who are jealous and see like your love and see the destiny between the two of you and just simply get very jealous of that. That's possible too. You just could be simply surrounded by low vibrational people who are trying to insert themselves into the situation. And it's almost like that in itself is like a third party, even if there was no third party. But the good news is you can have abundance with this person. Like, I feel like this goes into the destiny between the two of you. Your destiny is to be abundant together, to be fertile together, to expand together. And, you know, this is just like being abundant and expanding in your love with one another. It could be fertility, like literally in terms of having children. But the bigger picture, I think, is most importantly just being like fertile in terms of like you have a lot of potential to grow with one another, to grow and expand and to have that love get stronger and deeper. And all of this craziness here has been stuff that's been helping you get that love even deeper and stronger. Because, you know, things only get stronger when they're really put to the test. You know, it's like when you're weight training or something, you know, your muscles are going to handle more with the more weight you're able to lift and stuff. So it's like with each weight that gets a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier on you guys, your muscles are getting stronger, your relationship muscles. But, you know, you guys got to tap out of this gossip and all that external garbage because this person wants to know if you trust them. Because, you know, all this outside BS that's been going on, it's definitely caused some questionable trust issues between the two of you. So they want to know if you trust them. And maybe some of the gossip has been, you know, maybe people have been talking, saying like, you're the one with the third party. Maybe people have been saying like, you know, you have somebody else or whatever. Maybe that's been a part of the gossip and why this person may feel jealous in watching you, because maybe they feel like somebody else is there, even if somebody else isn't, because there's been all this gossip and they're just feeding into lies that have been fed to them. So they may think that you have other options, so they don't understand why you would even be interested in them. And they do love your smile, which is something that's very sweet. So that's, you know, a good thing. And not only that, but you make this person feel weak. SWV, this is definitely an older song. We're talking like early 90s stuff. So if you don't know the song, you know, look it up on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever. But yeah, you make this person feel weak. Like you literally make them feel weak in the knees kind of a thing. But the important thing here is to love one another as I have loved you. And I think that the key in that is, yes, for you and your person to love one another, of course, unconditionally, but even like, love the people who have been causing some of the friction and causing the roller coaster between you guys, because, you know, we're also supposed to love our enemies. Now, does that mean, you know, we let our enemies into our home and, you know, let them have dinner with us and let them wear our clothes and sleep in our beds and all this other stuff? No, it doesn't mean that. You know, we can still have boundaries. Boundaries are good. Like, that's perfectly okay. But that also doesn't mean that, you know, we stoop to their level, we talk about them, we gossip about them, we talk crap about them, we talk bad about them. You know, we don't do that. So, you know, just simply love your enemies, love your person, let unconditional love be the thing to lead the way in healing this situation here. I think that the biggest thing that's going to be of help for you guys is to really distance yourself from this outside stuff that's going on with gossip and people watching you and, you know, being judgmental, because it's definitely causing issues between the two of you, issues that may not even necessarily need to be there otherwise. So, you know, I don't know how you guys can necessarily navigate that. I think it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but it's definitely something that you're going to have to work through in order to get on the other side of this for the future of your connection together. We're going to pull a few paper tags as well from the bowl here, just to see what else comes through, see if we get any other additional messages with what's already going on. Let's see what we get. All right, we have Aquarius. So one or both of you could be an Aquarius. We have spirituality. Well, definitely with all this bullshit that's going on, I definitely see it as something that is growing and developing your spiritual growth for both of you. You know, it's definitely having to teach you guys a lot about trust and faith and unconditional love, that's for sure. We have hot. Well, it's summertime right now, so it's like quite literally hot outside. But when I see the word hot in conjunction to everything else going on here, I see this more so as like you guys are a hot topic. And I don't mean the store. Like, I mean, like, you guys are just a hot topic amongst people. For whatever reason. It's like you guys are like this hot couple that everybody talks about. I don't know why. It's a really weird thing. I don't know how else to describe it other than it's like you guys have like this celebrity vibe where everybody just talks about you. It's really strange. And job promotion. So yeah, I was saying for some of you guys, maybe the reason why there's so much gossip and there are people watching is because you guys could work together, so it could be kind of a taboo kind of a thing from that perspective. One or both of you could be in line for a job promotion. Heck, you know, you could be their boss or they could be your boss, and you know, one of you could be giving the other a job promotion, and that could be a part of the gossip too, because people may be saying, oh, you know, they only got the job promotion because, you know, she probably, you know, she probably gave him another job in the office too, besides the job she's supposed to do, you know, stuff like that. It's just, you know, stupid office gossip garbage stuff. So that's why I do feel for some of you guys, the reason why this gossip thing and people watching you is so strong, because it is a workplace romance. We have summer, which is what it is right now. So, I mean, this is obviously something that's going on presently. This could be something that, you know, really takes like a full year to unfold. That could be a possibility as well. So yeah, we have summer. We have Gemini coming through. So one or both of you could be a Gemini. And we have Disney. And when I see Disney, I think of like, you know, the Disney princesses and stuff, and like fairy tales and happily ever after and family and stuff like that. So I do believe that you guys are going to have your Disney fairy tale happily ever after ending, because you guys are destined to be together You know, think of it this way. It's like if this were a Disney movie, maybe you guys are like Beauty and the Beast, you know. Everybody was always up in Belle's business. You know, they wanted her to like marry Gaston and stuff. Shadow, shush. They wanted her to marry Gaston, and you know, she didn't want to marry Gaston. She wanted to be like this independent woman. She wanted to live her life. She wanted to read her books. You know, she fell in love with the Beast and everything, and then wanted to be with him. But you know, the townspeople didn't understand that. The townspeople were all kind of stupid, basically, and they didn't understand. But they gossiped and they watched everything, and they felt like they understood it all. And it's funny because, you know, we have the flowers here, and that very much so reminds me of like in Beauty and the Beast, the rose that gradually loses its petals throughout the movie. So, yeah, maybe you guys are like Belle and the Beast. So, you know, ignore those dopey townspeople. They don't know what they're talking about. So don't worry about them. They'll eventually get it. They'll learn. They'll see that, you know, your beast is actually a prince and that you guys are meant for each other. So, yeah, but that's pretty much what I see going on for you guys. I hope that this made sense and I hope that this resonated for you. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. That certainly helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on their way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose the Egyptian Coven, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what the future of your connection is with your person. Okay, we're going to get started here with Amira's Love Oracle, and we have Young Male and Past Love. Okay. From Journey of Love 2 by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we have Here and Now, I Want You Back in My Life, and I Want You Now, Aggressive. All right, a lot of wanting going on here. Want, need. Got a little bit of a theme there. I love it when that happens, so I love when cards come out like that, where it's like, I want you, like it's just like double confirmation. Okay, anyways. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, we have I Remember Past Lives, Memories. Would you say yes? Insecurity. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Butter Pecan, Reason, Market, Sell, and Peppermint, Conscious Realization Awakening. From Loving Words from Jesus, because at least in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, we have Nothing Shall Be Impossible Unto You, Matthew 17:20. From Enchanted Embrace by Cherry Enchantress, we have I live with you in my dreams. I get so sad, I don't know what to do, and I could get lost in your eyes. Okay. And finally, the song your person would want to dedicate to you on the radio, because this is just a bunch of songs that I have channeled and written down, handwritten myself on this blank card deck. So this is a song. The song that they would dedicate to you would be What's Left of Me by Nick Lachey. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing that I'm seeing going on with you guys is most likely this person is an ex, a past love of yours. So someone that you've definitely been romantically involved with. And chances are Shadow, quiet. Chances are he is a young male. Either that or this is confirming that you are a young male. So if you're asking about, a girl or whatever, you could be a young male. Or, if you're a female, your ex is probably a young male that we are referencing here. Someone who's probably in his 20s, a young guy. So yeah, that's the first thing that I see going on dealing with you guys. But you definitely have quite the past, quite the history with each other, because we have I remember memories, past lives. So most likely you guys do have past lives together, but I feel like this person is in a very nostalgic place right now. They're having memories, not just of past lives, but just what's happened in this lifetime between you guys. What's happened between one another currently, right here and right now. But it's interesting it brings up past lives, because we also have conscious realization awakening. So I feel like this person is presently most likely going through their awakening, or because we're asking about the future, this is something that they're about to go through. It's something they're going to go through very soon, like in the near future. So this is either currently happening or something that's going to happen, which is a good thing, because it's definitely waking them up. It's making them, think about things like past lives together. It's making them think about like the bigger picture and, the deeper significance between you guys. Butter pecan, reason, market, sell. Part of the awakening process is almost kind of like reasoning within your brain, trying to understand things. Marketing and selling, I don't necessarily feel like this person's trying to sell you anything. They may be trying to sell themselves on the idea of what's going on right now, because it may be just like a lot for them to swallow. It may be a big pill for them to digest. And they may be trying to like reason with what's going on here, but their reasoning is going to lead them to an awakening and really realizing stuff, because you can only reason something for so long. You can only, use logic when it comes to spiritual stuff up to a certain point, and it gets to a certain point where you just have to step back and say, you know what, I don't get it. I'm just going to have to trust, and I'm just going to have to believe. So, yeah, which is kind of where nothing is impossible, or nothing shall be impossible unto you. So yeah, it's kind of like where you have to believe in the impossible, where, it's like you kind of have to just believe in Santa Claus or something, So you can only reason to a certain amount of time. Eventually, you have to have faith. You have to believe in the impossible. But, it seems like obviously you guys must have broken up or something, because this is a past love. But this person doesn't feel good about the fact that you guys broke up. Like, they do feel brokenhearted about it, because we have What's Left of Me by Nick Lachey. And, this is a song of heartache. It's a song of, feeling heartbroken. It's a song of feeling like, gee, what is left of me? There's not a lot here. So, it's a heartbreak song. And I don't feel like this song necessarily represents how this person is going to feel in the future. I do feel like at least the song request is more so like a present emotion. So, they feel brokenhearted over you. However, they want a future with you. And I do believe that there is going to be a future between you guys, because there's a lot of want here. I want you now, aggressive, and here and now, I want you back in my life. So, I know that the song didn't come up here in the song poll. I don't even know if I have this one necessarily written down in that deck, But the other song that pops up in my head dealing with you guys is I Want You Back by NSYNC. That's what pops up in my head. I want you back. And yeah, like I think this person wants you back for sure. They definitely want you. And I feel like that this isn't just, like this isn't just, they want you to be in their life, but it's like it's aggressive. So it's passionate. They want you sexually, they want you emotionally, they want you mentally, they want you in every way, shape, and form possible. Like they want you, like they just want to consume you, but in a good way, like they just want you because they could get lost in your eyes. I feel like when they look into your eyes, they probably see a piece of themselves. This is probably like a twin flame soulmate kind of connection. And you know what they say, there's that saying that the eyes are the window to the soul. And that's why I say they probably see themselves in your eyes when they look into your eyes because, you guys have that strong of a connection. It's like the same person almost. I get so sad I don't know what to do, which is very much that Nick Lachey, what's left of me kind of vibe. So yeah, right now without you, that's how they feel. They feel sad. And it sucks, but that sadness is probably what's actually triggering this awakening because, they're probably trying to reason with themselves. They're probably trying to reason what's going on. Like, why do they feel so sad? Why do they feel upset about it? They're probably trying to, sell themselves on an idea that they're just crazy or something like that. But what that winds up doing, it winds up triggering them to awaken and realize that it's not something that they can just reason. I live with you in my dreams. So you are definitely this person's dream come true. Obviously they want to be with you. And ultimately, I think the future direction of this relationship, of this connection, is going to be a marriage proposal. Because, this person is coming back with an offer. Would you say yes? Insecurity. So, I feel like for most of you, like that's going to be the ultimate destination down the road is, going to be like that long-term marriage commitment. But it may start off with a simple, would you say yes? Like, would you say yes to reconciling? Would you say yes to going back out with me again? Would you say yes to just getting coffee or something like that? So it may start off with something small, but I do believe that this is going to grow and develop into like that ultimate big commitment of would you say yes to like marriage and happily ever after and, long-term commitment, I do's and all. But we have insecurity here, so because there has been this breakup, because they are a past love, they probably feel insecure about coming towards you. They may want you all that they want. And, they may be going through an awakening and remembering stuff. And that's all beautiful and that's all great. But because they also feel this sadness and, this kind of heartachy, depression-y kind of vibe, they probably feel very unsure that you would even return to them. Maybe when you guys broke up, maybe this person hurt you very badly and, they question, like, would they even want me? Like, if I came back, if I came crawling back to them, would they even want me? Like, I really screwed up. So they may feel really insecure about that, which is part of the stuff that they have to work out, part of the stuff that they're probably working out through their awakening process. But when they're ready, when they've worked that stuff out, when they've healed a lot of that insecurity, they are going to come forward and, they're going to do it afraid. Like, they're probably honestly never going to stop feeling that fear because that's just human nature. But eventually they're going to get to that point where they're going to have courage, because when you have courage, that doesn't take away fear. Like, you can still feel fear and step forward and do something. And when you step forward and do something, that's when you're having courage. So they're going to find courage. They're going to just, do it afraid. They're going to do it scared, and they're going to come your way. And yeah, so you guys are going to have a reunion. You guys are going to have a reconciliation. Of course, only if you want it. I mean, they could come your way, and you could totally reject them too. That's totally up to you, obviously, but the option is there for the taking if you do want it. We're also going to pull a few other paper tags here from my little paper tag bowl and see if anything else extra comes through in terms of messages for you guys, any other details, maybe when this will happen, whatever wants to come out is going to come out. Maybe some astrological signs, I don't know. We'll see. Let's draw. Okay. So we have cold. Okay. So when I see cold, I feel like what that's basically saying right now is you feel like this person is basically being cold towards you because you guys do have this past. There must have been some kind of breakup or falling apart of something. You're probably feeling that this person is very cold towards you. This person may be feeling that you're very cold towards them. So I do think that one way or another, either on one side or on both sides, you guys may feel that the other one is being cold towards the other at this time. And we have education, which I definitely feel for both of you. Both of you are kind of like in the school of life right now when it comes to this relationship. So you both are getting educated. You're getting educated on relationships. You're getting educated on love languages. You're getting educated on what it really means to be a divine feminine, a divine masculine, someone who is of high value, basically. And you're learning about spirituality. You're learning about all this kind of stuff that's ultimately going to make your lives better as individuals and together as a couple. So I definitely feel you guys are like having this crash course of the school of life right now. We have royalty coming through. So I do feel that this person looks at you as royalty. You probably carry a lot of like the Empress energy from like the tarot or, all the different queens, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, all the queens there. You probably carry some queen energy there. And, this person probably, it may even have you on a pedestal, which could be a part of the problem too when it comes to the insecurity, but this person looks at you like you are royalty. We have a time frame here. We've got the fall. So you may hear from this person in the fall. That's when they may get the courage here to come forward to you and, ask you at least for something in a step of the right direction. Like I said, it could be something very small, just simply, having a coffee date, something maybe just reuniting, even just on a friendship level at first, just, something going in that direction could start happening come the fall. We have Capricorn. So one or both of you could be a Capricorn. And politics. I know that like the political arena is really hot and really crazy right now because we are in an election year. So maybe this is something that is important to one or both of you. Maybe this is something that you guys are going to talk about when you meet up in the fall, when you guys reunite, because that will be around the time of the election anyways. So that's definitely possible. Yeah, I did that side. We have Gemini. So one or both of you could be a Gemini. And we have Disney. And, when I think Disney, I think of fairy tales and happily ever after. I think of family, just like happiness and feel good stuff. So, if you're looking for your fairy tale happily ever after with this person, if you're looking to create a family with this person so you guys can watch Disney movies together or go to Disneyland, Disney World, you guys are going to have that. You guys are going to get there. This person is definitely on the right track. They're awakening They definitely want you. So if you had any doubts in your mind whatsoever, thinking that they didn't want you, rest assured, they want you. So give them their time to go through their little awakening thing that they're doing right now. And when the time is right, possibly the fall, they may come to you and give you some kind of genuine, authentic offer. And this very well could wind up developing into a marriage proposal later on at some point. So that's what I see going on dealing with you guys. I hope that this message made some sense. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know and leave me a comment down below. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys know of new videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love.